Hey guys, I wanted to come on here while I'm hardwired in and give you a quick little tutorial on ItsLearning since you'll be able to use this anytime. Okay, so you should see something kind of similar to this when you come on to your ItsLearning when you first log in. I'm going to click into dramatic writing. This is what I am calling the landing page. Let me just widen this just a little bit so that you're not having to look at my crazy colored screen. So this is our landing page, and then this is where you can find our syllabus, which is here. Okay, it's just a PDF. You can see kind of, like how to get in touch with me, here's my email. If you want to sign up for Remind Text, it's here also. So all that's there, and everything should open a new tab. Okay, digital classroom. This is the place where we have bathroom passes, and it just opens up a new hall pass tab, and you fill that out. Other information here, like email. This is my YouTube channel, and it just opens up to all my previous videos from dramatic writing. And actually, I have some of my Pearson stuff on there, so you can ignore that. But these are the main things that you need to look at. So if I click into Tuesday, so yesterday's assignments, if you were to click on this, this is live, and it'll take you straight to Google Slides. This is also where you find the learning styles inventory, okay? So that's like the main landing page for, you can click on the day. If you're ever absent, you can always click on that as well. All right, plans, a quick overview of that. So this is where, we've all been struggling to figure out this first time. Here's where you turn everything in. This is the stuff you click on. So again, you want to look for the stuff that's red and blue right here to click on for your logo. All right, I'm going to view as a student so that you can see how it's going to look to you. Okay, again, here are the plans. All right, and actually you have less stuff here to look at than I do, so this is great. So this was the take two. So as a reminder, if you weren't able to turn it in on this first one because the deadline closed, then make sure that you click on this second one right here. So it's going to close after deadline. These are just, this is what you're graded on, basically. You don't need to so much worry about it. Basically, just make sure that you're aiming for the 4, the advanced, the depictions, explanations, that you spent time on it. I know you guys have spent time on it. I've seen you spending time on it, so you're good with that. Now, peer and self-assessment. So it's going to say peers to review after deadline, and you're going to have to look at 2 people's. So let's now talk about what are you going to look at, what should you do for peer editing. So what are you looking for when you're helping somebody edit their paper? How do you do that? So the first thing you want to do is read for errors. Notice anything is wrong with mechanics and grammar. How can you tell? The first thing you want to look for those red squiggly lines. So I just want to show you some red squiggly lines and the blue squiggly lines and what I mean. So here, 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 and here. Look at those first. All right, and then the first thing I would do is just look for those, just get an idea, okay, that needs to be fixed, and then just go through it. So this is actually a real logo from last year. I've actually messed her her wording up so it is wrong on purpose, just to show you. So I would just go through. You can read it aloud if you want. You can read it to yourself. So I would just start by, just reading through. So my logo represents so much that makes my life a whole. The treble clef represent my love. Okay, obviously that's wrong. So you just right click and it gives you suggestions. Now, before you change anything, you got to go up here and make sure that when you change it, it's not going to permanently change it. It's going to give it as a suggestion. Now, why is this important? Because you're a peer editor, you're not rewriting it for them, right? So it's just a suggestion that you're going to give to them. That way, any changes that you make on their document, they can either accept them or they can't. So I'm suggesting. So when it suggests it looks weird, I'm going to suggest that she puts an S here. The treble clef represents, and you can see that Valerie Bohm at 9:39 added an S here. Okay? My love for music and how it supports me through any hard time I have and will go through. The cardinals, and actually, I don't know if cardinal should really be capitalized here. A cardinal is a type of bird. So actually, yeah, so let's go with uppercase. The cardinals represent my love for all animals. So there's a misspelling here. Again, you right click, did you mean animals? And it will automatically make this a suggestion. As well as the people who I have and will go through life with. So again, you just kind of right click it. Again, it's saying, okay, uppercase I. I have always believed that if you see cardinals, it means your loved ones. Okay, so your here should not be you are loved, because it should be your loved ones. So use the possessive your here. Your loved ones are looking after you from heaven. If you notice here too, there's a little typo here. Why did it not underline it? Because this is actually a word. Form is a word, right? So you just have to look really closely. This should be from, not form. The flowers represent how I feel while in nature, calm and happy. So, and really too, the comma, I would really put a dash here. Okay, again, that's my personal thought. A lot of times punctuation, especially with commas, is an artistic thing. It's not so much a science. It's what flows well and what sounds good. So if you got this paperback and it looked like this, what do you do? Like, where would you go from here? If you agree with a change, then you're going to check. Okay, if you click the check, it's going to make that change for you. So you're accepting the change. Okay, yes, I'm going to do that one. Yes, yes. But then let's say like, you don't agree that this should be a dash here and you wanted to keep it a comma, you can reject the change too. Okay, so that's all you have to do to accept your edits from your peers. Okay, it's as easy as that. Remember that to find that, you go to this little section right here where it is suggesting. Now, you can also change the permission to viewing if you want anybody touching your work. Now, if you have a person who made a picture of their words and they like actually type it in, you can make comments. So like, let's say that you wanted to talk to them about some edits, but you couldn't type in anything. All you have to do is select their image and click on the comment, which should be right here, add comment. And you can add, you know, your thoughts about, hey, in the second sentence, you have a typo, or, you know, or whatever it might be. And then you would just click comment. All right. So if the only thing is, it's a little bit more work for the person that wrote it in, you would just have to write a new draft for your final. Okay. All right. I think that is it. Okay, read for content. Sorry, that was the other thing. So does everything make sense? Make sure that you tell your person that you're editing what stood out to you and what do you like. That's important because people should know what resonates with others as they are writing. And then did you understand everything clearly? So was everything clear? So once you get past the simple like mechanical errors, do read for content and let them know, you know, what stood out to you, what you liked, and all of that. All right, guys, hopefully this helped you, and hopefully you will be able to turn everything in on ItsLearning and have a successful peer edit today before we do our feather circle.